What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the new review era. Today we're taking a look at this guy right here. Still too slow. You need to hit the gym, buddy. The Micro Max from Stealth Spinners. You can pick this guy up for $28, and it comes in a stainless steel machine finish. And this is one of the nicest, smoothest, softest machine finishes I've ever felt. This spinner itself is just very smooth and nicely, I don't want to say designed, but nicely machined. Let's go over the dimensions on this guy real quick. It has a 30 millimeter spin diameter. From cap to cap, 8 millimeters. Weighs in at 46 grams. And it has an average spin time of 2 to 4 minutes. Out of the box with this guy, I got 4 minutes and 32 seconds. So better than advertised, which is nice. I rarely see that. It has a super stealth hybrid ceramic bearing. So let's take these caps off and we'll take a look underneath. Cap 1, cap 2. And there you have your bearing retention ring, your standard bearing retention method. I don't know what this is. It almost looks like there's like a core inserted in there. It's kind of like filed down a little bit. I don't know if that's just so the caps can sit there nicely. It's odd. Usually it's sticking out a little bit on one side if it's going to be that way, but this is actually recessed in, I guess. What can I say about this guy? There's one thing I want to talk about before we put these caps back on, is the size of their caps. So I have a set of Kong caps here. Not a set. Well, I guess so. And these are very similar to the Stars caps. Very similar, but slightly smaller, and they don't have the divot or dimple in the center. And these, I just want you to see how actually small these are. These things are tiny. I don't think just me showing them on camera will really do it, but I'm going to put them beside these two. And if you know, Kong buttons aren't huge by any means, and even smaller, and these fit right inside the dimple or the inner circle. These things are tiny. And this is going to lead into my thoughts on this spinner, actually. So let's get these out of the way. And let's get these back on. So female underneath. Male slides on top. Screw, screw, screw. Satisfaction. One more thing about these caps. Because of the way the spinner body is concaved towards the center, towards the bearing, and it starts pretty much immediately right after the bearing, you're not going to be able to use another set of caps on these. Actually, you might be able to. I could find the mini Aventadoras that worked. And I do have another one set of caps that are even smaller, but they're aluminum, so I don't know. I guess they were really trying to go to fit the match, or fit the feel and finish of the rest of the spinner with the caps, but it just makes them too slippery. Let's go over the spin effect on this guy. A pretty nice spin effect, and it does play with the lights very nicely. Fidgeability, I don't know what to say about this thing. I feel like this could have been an amazing spinner, and I don't know if I'm just feeling this way because I'm kind of over the whole micro spinner thing, and even when I'm doing this right now, I'm kind of enjoying it. I don't know. I have really mixed feelings about this. I just feel like this could be so much better if it was bigger. So I'm really hoping that they make a Mighty Max or I don't know, something bigger. It just for me, I'm so over the cramped fingers of micro spinners. It is very comfortable and it is very soft and it's very nice to fidget with, I guess, if you're into that. But for me, especially with winter coming, I was fidgeting with this in the car today and my hands were just a little bit cold. And it was just uncomfortable. The caps, I feel like, are just way too small. And I find it rubbing my fingers a lot, actually. I don't know if I'm being overcritical of this thing just because it's a micro spinner, and I just feel like it would be so much better if it was bigger. Let's do a little size comparison one time. The Quadton, this guy right here, the Diamond Mini, I think it was called, that I got off eBay. And I'm going to put this guy right in the middle. So, as you can see, it's the smallest of the three. Actually, let's do it like this. We'll go biggest to smallest. And it doesn't seem like this is that much bigger, but it feels so much bigger. This doesn't feel like a micro spinner. Mini spinners, I'm good with those all day. Micro, I'm really not feeling them too much. And I think I'm being super critical just because, like I said, I wish this was bigger. I feel like if they came out with a bigger one, this would probably be one of the number one spinners right now. Because as much as I knocked this when I first got it, I kind of took down the edges just a little bit. So that really sharp one that was on there is no longer there. And I'm really enjoying this thing. I actually meant to give it an honorable mention in my top 10. It almost made the top 10. I feel like the only reason it wasn't in my top 10 is because I was so critical of it when I first got it. But it's very nice to fidget with. And I feel like this could have been an even better version of this. Just because it's pretty much the exact same design. And maybe that's why they didn't make it bigger. Because they were afraid people would say it was copying this. I don't know. But it could be so much better if it was bigger. I'm not going to say it's horrible. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just not into micro spinners anymore. And for me, it would have been better, bigger. It didn't even have to be this big. Even this big would have been nice. And I know it doesn't seem like that big of a difference, but trust me, your fingers feel it. You just feel cramped after a while. And the fact that you have to have this like just position just right on. If you do pinch grips, I guess you're fine. If you're a pinch grips person. But even then, I find these caps very slippery. They have a rounded edge on them pretty much. And it's not that concave. The dish isn't that deep. So it doesn't provide that much grip, I find. I don't know. I want to like this guy because it does feel so nice, and I do like the design. I just really wish it was bigger. Enough of me ragging on it, I guess. Just to do another size comparison with some micro spinners, I guess these would be considered micros. And it's even the smallest of these three. And this guy's tiny. At least I thought it was. It has a smaller spin diameter, for sure. So, that's pretty much it. Actually, one more thing. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while. This here, the Stinger from Focusworks. When I was reaching out to Jordy from Focusworks, when I was reaching out to Jordy from Focusworks because I actually didn't have a return address for it. Asking him where to ship it back to. He told me that him and his wife spoke about it and they would like me to have it. I don't know if he just liked the review, but I was like, shut the front door. That was literally the text message or the message that I sent back to him when he told me that. I was speechless. I had a smile on my face for the entire day, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm grinning. You should see my face right now. I'm grinning from ear to ear just looking at this thing. So big thank you to Jordy from Focusworks once again. I can't thank him enough. This thing is absolutely beautiful. And that leads me into my next, actually before I get off this topic, head over to Focusworks. Check out their webpage, like I said before, their interweb page, their Facebook, their Instagram. I'll link them all again and give them some love because this is beautiful. Yes, and the next topic, I'm closing in on 70 subscribers, and I know to some people that might not seem like a lot, but for me, when I first started, I would have been happy if a single person watched my video. And then I kind of got a couple subscribers, and it was like a drug. I was like, ooh, that feels good. When I get subscribers, it feels nice. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it just, I don't know. There's something about getting subscribers. It really feels good. It makes you feel nice. It's nice to know that people like what you're doing, I guess. So I do appreciate that. And for that, when I hit 70, I'm planning on doing a little giveaway of the spun aluminum spinner that I have a video on not too long ago. And I'm probably going to give away a Focusworks top. I've never reviewed a top before, but I do plan on buying one. Just because I feel like it was gifted to me, but I feel like I need to buy something from him. I really do. So they do make another spinner. And if that was out of my budget, it's off screen now. That one is definitely out of my budget. It's gorgeous. You can tell by the way it was designed. It's $330 right now. I believe it's on sale that's $120, I believe, off the original price. So if you saw that and you were like, on the fence about it, definitely pick it up now. Because I don't even know if they still have it on sale. And somebody might have, I don't even know how many they had. It's a limited run, I do believe, so that could have been the only one. But yeah, 70 subscribers, there will be a giveaway coming. A little thank you. And now, that's it. I got nothing else. You already know the deal. Until next time, live long and spin on. Like, sub, share. Please.